Hi folks, this is Vicky from patternprincess.com. Today I wanted to show you how to do the double crochet V-stitch. I have made a number of blankets using this stitch, and I thought it would be nice to show you this. Actually, I've made some blankets, a pillow, and washcloth and face scrubby with this stitch so far. So there's a very versatile stitch. But this little swatch here is 12 stitches long, and so we're going to get going and do this little swatch. You can make your, of course, blanket or whatever project you're making wider or smaller just by doing an even number of stitches. So I'm going to get my slip knot on my hook. This is how I do it. I bring my fingers through, bring them around, and I take my hook. I'm just using some leftover yarn I have, no special yarn, and of course a size H hook today, but nothing special. And I'm just going to show you how to do the basic stitch here, and then I also will include some links to some patterns that I have in the comment section, but also make sure that you visit the website because you can find more patterns that will use this stitch. So I'm going to chain 12. So here we go. 1, yarn over, bring it through, 2, this is a chain stitch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and notice how I keep bringing my finger up as I'm the chain is getting longer. That helps me hold my tension. So for anybody that's new crocheting, getting even stitches is critical in having really nice work, and believe me, it takes practice. So what we're going to do is in the 4th chain from the hook, we're going to do a two double crochet. So 1, this is a chain, 2, 3, 4. So in the 4th chain from the hook, 2 double crochet. So that means we yarn over, we insert our hook into this loop, yarn over, grab the yarn, bring it through. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. We yarn over, bring our yarn through the 2 loops, yarn over, and through 2 loops. You just did a double crochet. All right. So I'm going to yarn over again, and in that same stitch, because remember, we're going to do 2 double crochet. I put my hook through, I'm going to yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 stitches, yarn over, and 2 more stitches. So our first V-stitch, our first set of 2 double crochet in that stitch is done. Now we're going to skip one, and then in the next stitch we're going to do that same 2 double crochet again. So I've yarned over already. We're going to insert our hook, grab the yarn, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over again, put it in that same stitch, yarn over, bring it through, and then yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. So now you've just done another 2 double crochet in that same stitch. Skip the next, and in the next stitch, I'm going to yarn over and do 2 double crochet again. So as you can see, this pattern repeats all the way across the row. I'm going to go a little bit faster, yarn over, put it through the hole, yarn over, bring through, go through 2 stitches, yarn over, through 2 stitches, yarn over, skip that chain, go to the next one, and do 2 double crochet. So we have already yarned over, going to put it through, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, go right back in that same stitch, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2. Now you're at the end of the row, and we have 1, 2 stitches left. So just like before, we're going to skip this chain, and in the very last chain we're going to do 1 double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, put our hook through that loop, bring the yarn through, and we have those 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, bring it through 2, yarn over, bring it through 2, and you have completed the very first row. Now we're going to turn our work, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That counts as our first double crochet. Then in our previous row where we did those 2 double crochet, do you see that? We're going to insert our hook right in the middle there. And each way across, there's 2 double crochet here, 2 double crochet here, 2 double crochet here, 2 here, and then we had the beginning chain 3, or I should say the 3 chains that we skipped. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 V stitches, and then our beginning and ending double crochets. So we've already chained 3. I'm going to yarn over, and in the center of that V-stitch, I'm going to put my hook through. Grab your yarn, come through, because we're going to do 2 double crochets right in the center, each just like we did before with that chain, but we're going to go through the center of those double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, we did the yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. You have your first double crochet done. Yarn over, go into that spot in between those previous row double crochets, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over through 2 loops, and yarn over through 2 loops. Your first one in that row is done. Then I don't worry about skipping anything else. I just go to the next spot in between those 2 double crochets in that stitch. So it's really easy. I don't have to worry about counting. I yarn over, put my hook right in that hole right there, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, and yarn over, go right back in that same hole, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, and you have your 2 double crochet in that. And then the next one we have here, those 2 double crochet, can you see them? 2 double crochet. We're going to yarn over, go through that hole, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over, put it back through the hole, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, and yarn over through 2 loops. We have one more of those 2 double crochets left, so we're going to yarn over, go right in the center of those, bring our yarn through, and then yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over, go into that hole again, yarn over, and then yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops, and our very last thing we have to do is that last double crochet. So we've yarned over. I'm going to go through that top stitch here, and now I'm going to just yarn over through 2 loops and yarn over through 2 loops. I'm going to pull this a little bit bigger so you can see we have, this is your double crochet, and then this is 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, 2 double crochet, skipping 1, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, skipping a chain, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, skipping a chain, 2 double crochet, and then we have that initial where we had those 3 chains that we had started with in that 4th chain, that counts as a double crochet. And then when we turned it, we did the 3 chains, and then we did our 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 2 double crochets inside of the previous row, 2 double crochets, and then we ended with a double crochet starting in that top stitch of the first initial chain 3. And so we would continue on with the same pattern to do this. I'm just going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to do 1 row here a little bit faster, chain 3, yarn over, and again we go right through the center of the other one. And this is nice. This is one of those patterns that once you get it started, once you get the foundational row set, you figure out how wide you want it. You really don't have to think too much about doing it. You just know that in the middle of each of the double crochets, you put your hook and you do 2 double crochets. And so then you can make sure that you find those the next row. There isn't much counting, for me anyways, involved after I get the initial row set. And I'm going to do this here. Now let's say that you want to change color while you're working on this, as I did in the other one. There we go, I kind of scrunched it up as I'm working on it. Let's say you want to change color. See how I change color in this one? I usually just bring it in at the end. And so I'm going to turn. So before I start with my chain 3, I'm going to bring in this new yarn, bring it through my loop, pull this white loop tight, hold both of my ends. Okay, I got to get more yarn here. Now I'm grabbing the new yarn. So it's kind of a little bit, it takes a little bit of practice because it can kind of it's hard to hold everything all at once. So now I have the new color on here. I'm holding those ends. I have the other one wrapped around my other fingers for my tension. Now I'm going to switch here. See how I switch to hold this? Because now I'm going to do my chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, but I'm going to let go now because now that's going to hold pretty steady. Now I'll bring my new color and go through that V stitch that's made with a 2 double crochet, and I'm going to do my double crochet across. So 2 double crochet in this one. Oops, hang on, apologize, I just need to get a little bit more yarn. Of course, I just had to pull it out because I pulled it half out. So I have 1 double crochet in there. I'm going to do the next. And then we're going to move to the next. You see where that is? You can start to pick that out after a while, right? And keep doing 2 double crochet. And then we move to the next. You can see where that is right there. There's my little spot. There we go. And of course, there was a blanket I was working on where a couple rows, I don't know what I was doing. I had only put 1 double crochet and never noticed it. So do check your work sometimes when you're about halfway through your row, so you don't have to go back and rip it out and then put your 2 double crochet in the previous row, because you will notice it when you get to the next row. And then in that very last one, we're going to do our double crochet, put our hook in that top loop, and see, now we've changed colors. And then afterwards we would weave in all of our yarn, and so it's all set to go. But this is how you do the double crochet V-stitch. And again, make sure that you check out the website and check in the comments and see what patterns I've made with it, so you can use a new stitch if you haven't done this one yet. But thank you very much for watching, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on any posts that I do. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.